Now, the event is Empowered Women, and I was reading just the other day, actually, that going back to 2010 in the FTSE 350, there was only 12% of women on the board of businesses. And by 2018, that's grown to, I think, 28%. So, by no means is it a 50-50 this, but there's been some great progression. I think out of the 350 companies, there's 12 now that exist that have an all-male board. So 98% of them now include female board members. I'm well aware of kind of what the diversity and how a female board member, the benefits of having one should be. And in fact, we're recruiting for an MD for Sedulo at the moment. And the remit to our HR team is I think that a female MD would be a better option to us than a male one. So in light of that, I'm just going to start with you back over at you, Seema. Being a female board owner, have you ever come across, was it natural leadership? Have you ever come across any kind of male-female, I don't know, discrimination? And then finally, what are the benefits, do you think, having that mix and blend brings to a board?
Personally, I've never felt any sort of intimidation, maybe the nature of our business, because obviously we have a lot of female employers, a lot of our management are female, because that is the nature of my business. I just feel having a female employer, especially in the fashion industry, in so many different aspects of our business, be it in the design aspect, I just feel a woman understands a woman's body. In our customer care service, for us it's been really beneficial, because I just feel that female employer has that kind of mindset, they can relate to a woman, and just having their perspective on the sort of fashion industry, for me it's been a great help. I think we've needed it. And I've never, if I've ever felt anything in our business, I've never really felt any sort of intimidation or for being a woman. Maybe because the likes of people that I've come across are like yourself, that believe in women, and just even Sandeep, who's only ever given me confidence to say, it doesn't matter if you get it wrong, just have a shot, do it. And I just think times have changed. Women and male now, I just think female and male peers, I think we're all on that same level, and hopefully we'll just keep moving that way.
How's it been for you, Rachel? Because does it really work for you in the RPJ pouch? The two of you share that real kind of male-dominated industry. Does it really work for you? And I'll ask you the same question, but does it really work for you to? Have you not noticed it?
No, I have noticed it. It's not intimidation. It's more often get underestimated, I think. But I see that as a benefit, because I can just sneak in and they don't see me on their radar usually, and I'm just like, da-da. But yeah, it is music industry is quite male dominated and also the racing. Even though the championship, the first ever female won the championship this year, so it was good. Go women. In the Goldman Sachs course, out of the 30, there was only 7 women business owners as well, which was quite sad. But I think it is changing, like you say, and I think a good trait in women actually is empathy, which is kind of what you're saying. So I think
And do you echo that, Sophie? Is it similar for you, or?
Completely. I mean, as a woman in boxing, like, there are no women, especially in the boxing business. I mean, there's female fighters, but in the business side, you're kind of on your own. Like, everybody's a guy. Like, even the fans, we're probably talking like 95% is male. But the thing is, like, when I came along, obviously it was the novelty thing. Oh, there's a new blonde in boxing. That was a kind of, that kick-started it, and it kind of worked in my favour as a bit of an asset to cause interest. And
there's women presenters now, isn't there? Forgotten the name, but is it Michelle?
Michelle Phelps, she's a good friend of mine, And it's kind of, as a woman in boxing, it's like all eyes on you, because there's so few of you. So then, naturally, you kind of gain all this attention, which you can just divert to your business. And then, especially with Fight Label, like, when I do such a good job with their shorts, and people see it and they're actually talking about it, which before I came along, like, nobody spoke about shorts, like maybe like Prince Nassim days, leopard print, that kind of stuff. But now it's just forgettable. So until I've come along and then started doing all these like 24 karat gold shorts, all the stuff we did with Floyd and like big sponsors, you kind of, you know, you're having to deal with very male-dominated industries. And I think as a woman, it kind of helps to kind of stand out, I think, because they don't expect you, and then here you are.
Yeah.
And I think it helps, to be honest.
What about you, Holly?
I'm in a really female-dominated industry anyway. I mean, like about 90% of our clients are female, and our workforce is about 90%.
You're going the other way.
Yeah, yeah. But I haven't experienced anything. The only thing that I would say is, and I work a lot with Insider magazine, and they really struggle to get women involved. I was at a dinner on Monday, and I'd say it would be 80% men. But then on the flip side of that, I think, and I don't have children, but I think, you know, I really admire any females that are working part-time, full-time, or are full-time mums. And I think, you know, at some point there is a decision, do I be completely productive in my working day and then go home and put my children to bed, or do I be productive in my working day and go to a dinner? And I think fully respect to those women that make the decision to go home, because they can still run the business. Perhaps they do have to give up the board positions, perhaps, but it still is valid to have your business and be a full-time, you know, to be a mum as well. So I do think there's a discussion around that.
How did you find that? I mean, Aaron and Neil are 20-ish now, aren't they?
Yeah.
So they're not kids anymore, but...
They're not kids anymore.
No. How did you find it, though, when they were?
It was really hard. The whole guilt of not being around, because used to go to the Far East for like 2 weeks at a time.
You are away a lot, aren't you?
A lot. You miss birthdays. You know, Neil, he was always in drama, lead role. I missed everything. And just one, upsetting the kids, and just having to face the other parents at the school gates as if to say, oh, here she comes, the woman that never, you know, she's never there for the kids. But I honestly believe my kids understand how hard we've worked. And when they got to the age where we could take them, their summer holidays, unfortunately, would be a trip to China. They would come and see mum and dad work in the factories.
Yeah.
And they understand that. And I was explaining to you girls earlier, you know, we came back from the trip and I could hear them both in the bedroom, and Neil's going, actually, you used to think mum and dad are just going on a holiday, but they work really hard. So I hopefully believe we've install something really good in our kids, that good work ethic, because that's all we've ever done. Yeah. You do it for your kids, and there's no right or wrong way.
No, they wouldn't have it any other way now, would they?
No, not at all.
Yeah. Okay, this side...